where you're grinding at, you know what it be. Playing this here for the keeps, had to make out with a feast, a family to feed. Third cold where the trophy should be. EA got me in the game now. Breathe down with the gang now. They're here with a lane now. My home second with a rain now. Legendary on the field, kind of drip is a skill. This the highest.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL playoffs brings us to chilly, but of course sold-out Arrowhead Stadium in Kansas City. Straight ahead, it's a clash to decide the AFC's representative in the Super Bowl, and it'll be a great one between the Los Angeles Chargers and the Kansas City Chiefs.
Mike Badgley to kick off for the Chargers.
The winner here gets a ticket to Tampa. The loser stays home, and we are underway in the AFC Championship game. Taken about 7 yards deep. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped it to 23.
First and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
They'll run for the first time with Clyde Edwards-Helaire. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Successful start to the drive, 17 yards, and moves the sticks. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another first and 10. Here's Mahomes to throw. And this one caught by Travis Kelce. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. It's another first down as this time they get an even 20.
First and 10 at the 40-yard line.
So from Charger territory now, here's a first and 10 right at the 40. Now a toss left side for Edwards-Helaire. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last two plays.
Kansas City Chiefs. First down. First and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Right back to Edwards-Helaire on first down. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your...
Oh, the ball is out. Edwards-Helaire lost it. And picked up by the Chargers. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Thank goodness for heaters up here. And thank goodness I don't have to carry the football in this game. It's January. It's cold out there. Trying to clutch the football and absorb the hits, not easily done.
Yeah, we saw a product of the elements right there. They'll run for the first time with Austin Eckler. And from the 4, they get it to the 8 on a pickup of 4. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be second and 6.
And that's frustrating for a defense because they've got them pinned down deep. And on the first play, they give up a run that keeps an offense on schedule.
Yeah, because 3 to 4 yards, that's all you're looking for right there, right?
That's absolutely perfect, really, as a play call. You get 3 to 4 yards on first down. That's what they talk about us all the time, about being ahead of the chains or on target, ahead of schedule. They were after that run.
25 yards there on the catch and run. So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. Out of the gun, Eckler running it. And that's going to be good for a Chargers first down as the tackle made at about the 43-yard line.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
Herbert on first down now. Henry's got it out on the left side. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain.
It's a pickup.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
And, boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
From the gun, Herbert on third down. And that will be incomplete.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well, incomplete.
Oh, a big decision here early. Look at this. They're going to go for it on their own side of the field. They're going to try and throw. Finding Gabriel complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Defensively, a bit of a collapse, allowing the fourth down play to result in 23 yards. So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 27. Herbert will give this one to Eckler. Down right around the 25. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
On 2nd down, here's Herbert. On the screen, this is Eckler. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. That one, a 1st down pickup of 8.
I like the screen being called here early in the game, especially on the opening drive, because, Brandon, when guys come out of the locker room, especially those pass rushers, they are so amped up to get to the quarterback that you can use that against them, and a screen pass is a great way of doing it. A lot of teams against good pass rushing teams, they want to run.
Now the ball comes loose, but a Chargers player was able to fall on it, and they'll keep possession. Could have been a costly mistake, but as it turns out, they keep possession.
You can't give away these types of opportunities in the red zone. And I'm sure that was flashing through his brain as the ball escaped his hands. Fortunately for him, able to get picked up by his team, fumble recovered. They still have an opportunity deep in the red zone.
Give him 3 on the screen. He couldn't break free, and it's 3rd down. From the shotgun, here's Herbert. He'll be hit and taken down at the 21.
We always talk about how teams are so competitively matched, and you just want to make those plays that give you an advantage. How about right here? The difference between letting them score a touchdown versus holding them to a field goal, that's absolutely huge with the play he just made.
And you know he hated taking the loss there on 3rd down. These playoff games have a tendency to be tight. You have to wonder if that missed field goal could haunt him later.
Yeah, we're always looking for the key plays, right? The ones that we're going to magnify. Usually those happen in the second half or later in the game. This might be the key play of the game showing up here in the first half.
Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line. Off of play action, he'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in.
Incomplete. Derwin James on the coverage.
Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. Mahomes again here on 2nd and 10. They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. And he's finally taken down, and it's a big gain there on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. No score after one on EA Sports.
No score.
So the big play moves him all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10. Working from the gun, Mahomes. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
Mahomes will try again on 2nd down. That one caught by Tyreek Hill. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Tyreek Hill, 40 yards. As his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon.
I know these wide receivers are about flash and dash and high-flying plays, but a good number of them played running back at some point in their career, and that's how they finish off a lot of their big plays, run after the catch.
And this time he finishes off the big play in the end zone. And his kick is good to make it 7-0 KC.
The score, Chiefs 7, Chargers 0. Harrison Butker to kick off for Kansas City.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. Taken about 7 yards deep. And this will come out to the 25 as Reed opts for the touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And they have to feel like they missed on an opportunity for points last time when they couldn't connect on that short field goal try.
And no doubt about it, because they were counting on those points. In today's NFL, let's face it, that's really a chip shot, right?
That's anything inside 40.
Yeah, they're counting on that going through the post. But we've seen it happen to teams before. Some of the best kickers in the world can miss kicks like that. Can they come back now and redeem themselves?
Justin Herbert looking to throw on 2nd down. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line.
Brandon, they didn't get everything they wanted out of that play, but the tight end did. And I don't mean it in a positive way. Great job of him holding on after absorbing that big hit.
They'll try to pick up the first with Eckler. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. Austin Eckler, 67 yards. And the Chargers are an extra point away from tying this thing up. Well, they were just hoping that run would pick up the first. They got the whole enchilada.
And I'm so used to teams on 3rd down, doesn't matter how far they need for a first down, throwing the ball. Instead, they run it, and as you said, picked up the first down, and then some, and then some. In fact, everything, all the way for a touchdown. Terrific play.
Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. Now this will make it into the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there.
Take over 1st and 10. At their own 26.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive, and they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you score points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
A good pickup there, 26 yards.
49-yard line.
Now Edwards-Helaire. And he'll get it down here to the 43.
Number 25.
Tackled there by Monte Nicholson. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
Monte Nicholson. It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd.
Shotgun snap to Mahomes. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Derwin James with a pick. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line.
Well, there definitely was some juice on that pass. And while tight ends don't always have the same reputation for hands as wide receivers do, in this case, that ball was expected to be caught.
The Charger drive about to get going. After the turnover, here's Herbert. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep two eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting two hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit, even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
On 2nd and 10, the ball back with Herbert. He's got his tight end complete. It's Green. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
On 3rd down, here's Eckler. And he's got the first down yardage before being taken down at midfield. They'll give him a yard on the play, and the Chargers are going to get themselves a fresh set of downs here.
First down.
From the 50, here's Herbert. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes. But the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
A 2nd and 10, a very chilly day here, but no snow. And I got to say, if it's going to be this cold, I want snow. You should see Charles' face. He's looking at me like I'm crazy. And his throw's going to be incomplete. He was trying to hit Taylor Gabriel that time. And it's 3rd down.
But sometimes those cliches really come true, don't they? When they talk about it takes all 11 to play good defense. We've seen that in this ball game. I think the secondary has to be singled out, though. They are in the presence of every receiver whenever the ball's thrown. And this one, they help force another incompletion.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. Nice job by Juan Thornhill there to get a hand in and break up the play.
I'm not sure it made a difference on that play, but one thing to keep in mind, here in the early part of the year during a day game, the sun does play a factor on deep balls.
Allen on to punt as he gets this one away. Just 21 yards on the punt there. And it's Chiefs football, 1st and 10. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And the interception last time on the opponent's side of the field, certainly not what they wanted.
Put it mildly, that is so frustrating because that signifies there's a drive going on. You're in a good spot, great place to run some of your best offense. Instead, they turn the ball over.
They turned the ball over last time. See if they can avoid doing it here.
1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. They run from the shotgun with Washington. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards.
1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. Out to his left. He'll get 10 there all on his own, but it'll be 2nd down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Mahomes, a quick slant to Hill. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 20.
They'll run. It's Edwards-Helaire. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage.
Casey Hayward.
No gain on the play there. Second down.
No gain on the play.
He's already fumbled once in this game, and I thought the ball started to jostle there a little bit, but they got to him quickly at the line of scrimmage.
They sure did. And remember, if you're not a very confident runner and you've already dropped it once, if there's traffic around you, the only thing you think about is protecting the football, not gaining yards.
Throwing on second down. Mahomes gets this one to Hill. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. The reception good for 7. It's third down.
And 2.
From the gun, it's Mahomes. The LA defense up the snuff in coverage there. Pushes this to fourth down.
They really had a good drive going there, but a nice recovery by the defense these past few downs. Able to knock that one away on third down and bring up what I think for the offense, an unexpected fourth down here.
They'll run forward with a fullback Sherman. And, boy, this is going to be close. That mark looks a little short, and he didn't get there. The fullback dive held up short. And the Charger defense stands tall, and they get the football back. The Charger drive about to get going. We've got a little more than a minute to go, and I think the offense is saying, hey, all we need here, a field goal, and we can take the lead into intermission.
Well, I think that's what the goal should be. Give your kicker.
He's got daylight. He's at the 50, 30, 20, 10, and all the way in for a Charger touchdown. Austin Eckler, 88 yards, and the Chargers have taken the lead. On this stage, conference championship game, every play is magnified, and that was a big play.
No doubt about it. One thing that has these guys a step away from a shot at a big game, their big play ability. They can strike from anywhere.
No real hesitation from Anthony Lynn. They're going to go for 2. The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Now the Charger offense will stay on the field as they'll line up to go for the 2-point try. A shotgun snap for Herbert. And this one incomplete. So they went for the 2. They don't get it. Popular down near the goal line. Quick slant. Nice job there to get in, knock it away.
It was. One of the other things you're concerned about when you throw that route is to make sure your offensive linemen use their leverage to get the hands of the defensive front down so you can throw it through that little bit of crowd and get it to the receiver. In this event, they did, but a nice play by the defender knocking it away.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They had a great drive going last time. They were moving the ball, and then all of a sudden it just stalled out. So we'll see what they can do here, Charles.
And it's always easy to second guess when you don't get it on a fourth down try. But they had to like the feeling that they had going on offense. They want to continue to see if they can capture that again on this drive and maybe get in the same position.
Yeah, and that's, I mean, like I said, they were moving the football. It's not like they went 4 and out, so I don't think it's a deal where the offense doesn't have confidence.
No, I agree with you totally on that one. If anything,
and this is caught inside the 5. And he just falls short down at the 1-yard line.
First and goal at the 1-yard line.
And the play clock about to expire. Andy Reid notices it and takes a timeout, as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. So it's first and goal, and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break. To throw, it's Mahomes. To the end zone, but knocked away and incomplete. He was trying to get it to Tyreek Hill that time, but it'll be second and goal.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
They've been in the red zone 3 times in this game and have not scored a single point. Can they break through here? And he is in. Touchdown, Kansas City. Punching it in from a yard away. And the Chiefs are going to jump back in front.
Harrison Butker on
CD for them. This has just been an offensive explosion here in the second quarter.
Yeah, held scoreless in the first quarter. Now they find the end zone again here in the second. Sometimes you just have to have some patience. A lot of people think it's always an adjustment. You have to change what you're doing. Sometimes you just have to do your game plan just a little bit better. And I think that's part of what we're seeing here.
Butker to kick off for Kansas City.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
The Chargers take over 1st and 10. At their own 17-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And they hit the home run last drive. One play on the ground all the way to the house. Now the defense, maybe they're expecting a run here.
Partner, I love your description because when we talk about hitting the home run, we're usually thinking about a passing play. Air, deep ball, but how about them just taking it big-time jaunt. Now if you're coming back out, now they've established this run game, the play-action pass could very well be open.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Out of the gun, Herbert. And that's going to be incomplete. 12 seconds left. He was trying to hit Taylor Gabriel that time, but it'll be 2nd down.
2nd and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Throwing again. Herbert. Going for the deep ball. It's caught inside the 25. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. Now after the holding call, here's 2nd and 20. The final shot before the break for Herbert. He'll fire this one deep for Eckler. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. So we are halfway home to figuring out who will represent the AFC in the Super Bowl. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. One more half to decide who takes home the Lamar Hunt Trophy as we're back underway in this AFC Championship. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And no return here for Reed. This will be a touchback. The Charger drive about to get going. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going, so what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what did we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back to some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
We'll see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis. And both guys were there, but it falls incomplete. It's been this way most of the afternoon, hasn't it? This secondary really put this receiving core on lockdown.
Listen, they've worked together like a basketball team that's playing excellent defense. Great communication, doesn't matter whether it's man or zone. And especially against deep balls, as we saw there, they're not giving up anything to them.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Operating from the gun, Herbert. Open man, Taylor Gabriel. And he is going to have the Chargers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Just his 2nd catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains. Running on 1st down, Eckler. Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
Here's Herbert now on 2nd down. To Gabriel, middle of the field. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 41-yard line.
Well, we can talk about it like it's just a basic route, but how about the timing on this one? Lined up on the right, runs a deep in route, and how about the throw? Right on the money. Bam, puts it right in there and on his hands. Nice completion, really good pickup.
And the lane closes up quickly as he'll get about 3 down to the 38.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Once more, here's Eckler. He's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
7th play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. From the gun, Herbert. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off here by Anthony Hitchens. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line. So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the 3rd quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in. Coming out to start this 3rd quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
And takes this one across the 35 to the 36, a gain of about 4. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
It's now 2nd and 6.
Mahomes going to throw. He's going to launch it for Washington. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Now here's Mahomes. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
On is the punter Townsend as he gets this one away. 8 yards on the return following a punt of 41. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. Herbert and the Chargers now with a 1st and 10. Just shy of the 30. Out of the gun, he'll throw. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
It's been clear in this matchup which side has been the more physical one. It's been this defense. And here's another example on that last play.
AFC Championship tilt, 3rd quarter of play. This is 2nd and 10. To throw again. Herbert. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Chris Jones, the defensive tackle, getting in there for a loss of 5. Now Charles dealing with a 3rd and long. They'll have to try to go back to the air again, and this time avoid the sack.
Certainly hard to try to establish momentum when all you're doing is going backwards, not protecting the passer, and he gets dumped on his backside.
3rd and long, it's Herbert. And that is incomplete.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
Here's Ryan Allen now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. On the return, but for a moment looked like he had a shot to go all the way. And the Chiefs will have excellent field position here as they take over. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
56.
They'll run here with Edwards-Helaire. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
I know the toss play begins with the guy taking the snap and turning around and tossing it to the runner. But where the real intrigue is, can they seal the edge? Whether it's an offensive tackle or a tight end in the direction they want to run the football. If they do that, that's the result that you get, that type of a gain. If they don't, oftentimes it's not a very successful play.
Third and inches, and they've got some extra beef up front. 3 tight ends. Mahomes takes it himself, and he's able to pick up the first down here before he goes down at the 26.
Kansas City Chiefs.
There may have been a little bit of an element of surprise there. 3rd and inches, and they go quarterback sneak. I still feel like this is a play that often is reserved for 4th down.
56 to Mott, boy, 56.
Now this time Mahomes will throw. This is caught. Watkins. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Sammy Watkins, 26 yards. And the Chiefs are able to grow their lead.
I think if you polled defensive backs, they would say the corner route, take that out, make it illegal, because that is so hard to recognize and so hard to adjust, because your first move is to not get beat in the middle of the field, and that's how they move you first before they break off to the corner.
But then as the wide receiver, great job. It's tough to turn those upfield and go, but he did a great job with it there.
Really good balance, really good body control, and how about the end result? A touchdown.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him, all right? So you got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But, hey, listen, there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
The throw over the middle, taken in. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. From the shotgun, here's Herbert. It is complete. Henry. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. That good for 19 yards as they pick up the conversion on 3rd. Herbert on 1st down now. Open man is Reed. He's got it. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
1 quarter remains until we crown the AFC champion. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. They'll break the huddle and come out with 4 receivers, 3 of them to the right side, 2nd and 7. Again, Herbert. This complete to Henry over the middle. And he'll be brought down with a 1st down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 28. A really nice gain of 25 yards. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes and they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air, and sometimes you throw it so hard.
And he's in for a Charger touchdown. Austin Eckler saving his best for the playoffs with his 3rd touchdown of the game. And the Chargers have made this a 1-score game. So he's in for his 3rd score of the game, and defense probably saying, man, we don't want to see this guy for a long time.
It's bad enough when anyone scores a touchdown against you, but for one person to get 3, It almost sets him apart from the rest of the game, and no one likes to see any of those players on a pedestal, not from the defensive point of view.
And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And the pressure mounting with every passing minute. It's palpable right now. They're on top in the 4th quarter, clinging to that lead. A potential Super Bowl berth resting on their ability to manage the clock and manage that small lead.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5 at the 30-yard line.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Working from the gun, Mahomes. And he rifles one incomplete. He was looking for Tyreek Hill that time, and it's 3rd down.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and give the football right back because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you've got a battle on your hands.
Washington.
They'll wind up losing 3 yards here, and that's going to make it 4th down. On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. On the return, it's King. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. A very nice punt that time, but they get 11 back on the return. And that will come the offense as they take over. Herbert going to lead up the Chargers here, 1st and 10 at the 40. From the shotgun, he'll throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. That one good for 20 on the catch and run.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
On 1st and 10, Herbert will get that complete to Reed. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. It's got to be so tough having the ball in the middle of the field like that, knowing that a linebacker is just waiting to make a big tackle like we just saw.
Oh, no doubt about it, because offense coordinators love to call plays that send receivers into the middle of the field. And linebackers, they want to naturally discourage those plays from being called.
On 2nd down, here's Herbert. That'll be caught right side by Reed. And he'll be brought down with a 1st down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 25-yard line. They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here. On 1st down, Justin Herbert. Oh, no, he lost the football. But a Chargers player was able to fall on it, and they'll keep possession. Fortunate to get that football back, because trailing here in the 2nd half, last thing they needed was to lose the possession.
And the word I think of here is opportunity, because it could have been lost there, their chance to score points. But the opportunity for the defense was to go ahead and really close this game down if they were able to get possession.
Herbert's throw going to be caught by Henry. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain.
Hunter Henry.
They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down.
3rd down.
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. Operating from the gun, Herbert. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
Badgley able to knock this one through. And with that, they have taken the lead by a point here in the fourth. So the drive here ends with a field goal. It does give them the lead, but this one's still certainly a long ways from over.
It definitely puts a lot of pressure on your defense to hold the lead, right? They're happy to have it and happy to be out there trying to do so. But I know as a former player, in the back of their mind, they're thinking, why don't you score the touchdown and seal this thing?
The lane opens here. He's past the 30.
On the return, the Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And they are in need of points here, no doubt about that. With a Super Bowl berth on the line and trailing here in the fourth quarter. This possession, gigantic. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a first down.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the first down.
That one complete to Hill. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last two plays. So the Chiefs in possession of the ball as we welcome you back. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. Mahomes firing complete. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Tyreek Hill, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Chiefs are once again going to retake the lead.
For the 2-point.
And touchdown and congratulations and zero relaxation ahead of them, right? Way too much time on the clock for them to start celebrating.
Part one is done, but now on the sideline, you already see him scrambling down there. They're getting those defensive guys ready.
Yes, you have to get those guys ready, and you also have to talk to your special teams guys. Make sure the kickoff is exactly what you want and cover it well.
Now this will make it into the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
At their own 24-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you've met fan bases that wanted that. They weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
Back to throw. Throw left side is complete to Reed. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. 15 yards on the play, first down.
First down, Chargers.
He'll look to throw. This is Gabriel out on the left side. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30.
Taylor Gabriel.
He got 29 yards that time.
And the Chargers first down.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Now it's Herbert. This will be caught inside the 10. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game.
8-yard line.
Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown. And that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. Herbert. The quick slant caught. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. Now Herbert. Over the middle, complete. It's Henry. And he's across for the touchdown. And in the final minute, that should just about seal it. Those are the types of plays in these moments they were hoping for from this young rookie, able to put him up here in the fourth quarter.
How about the kid? You just mentioned it, the fourth quarter. This is when you have to make those winning plays. That's what he just did. Doesn't ensure anything, but he certainly gave his team a heck of a chance, didn't he?
So they make the decision. They want a 3-point lead versus a 2-point lead, and they got it.
Yeah, at this stage of the game, it seems like the exact right thing to do. Put a little pressure on your defense, but the biggest thing now is you're making the other team chase you.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. They only need a field goal. Obviously, the clock a huge factor. They'll be watching that. What do they need to do here, Charles?
Your sequence of plays has to get you out of bounds. Completions, get out of bounds, gain some yardage. Then when the clock hits 7 seconds or left, now you get a decision. Are you in field goal range, or is it Hail Mary time? Because from 7 seconds down, you don't want to take a shot that you're going to have another play.
We'll see how they handle it. Back to throw. Buying time to his left. He'll try and run it, and he'll be out right at the 35. Nowhere to go downfield, but he's able to get out of bounds and stop the clock here with a first down. Late in the game, defense trying to avoid a big play. He's able to work out of the passing game, turn it into a run, pick up the first, and stop the clock as well.
And you know in this situation, everything is sped up. The intensity, the thinking, everyone's movement.
And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Derwin James with a pick, and his guys will take over at their own 44-yard line.
44-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And 3 timeouts remaining here defensively, but really not much reason to use them at this point, as this one is all but over.
If they use the timeouts here, it's strictly for show. We got a plane to catch.
And we've got a timeout.
The ball carrier.
9 seconds remaining.
Thornhill on the tackle. It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and a yard at the 47-yard line.
The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. It's Eckler again. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Not enough there for a first. No gain, as a matter of fact. And it leaves them at 3rd and 1. Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1. Going on the ground with Eckler. And he is going to have the first down, and that is going to suck the life right out of this crowd. You know, Charles, just thinking about it, plenty of recent conference championship games have needed OT to decide who goes to the Super Bowl.
And we can go back a little ways, can't we? Go back 2012. Giants in San Francisco. That was an overtime game. The Giants ended up going on to the Super Bowl. How about the one where the Giants went to Green Bay, Lambeau, and beat the magic of that stadium in that freezing, bitterly cold game and got it done there?
Yeah, it was 2008. It was absolutely freezing, and they went on to beat the Patriots in the Super Bowl that year. And that does it for the conference championship. For Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And for our entire crew, we'll see you 2 weeks at the Super Bowl. This is the NFL on EA Sports.